I had a viewer mention how hard it is to learn to crochet left-handed, and I've always held my crochet hook with my right hand. So I said, well, maybe I should try with my left hand and just see. And I'm having to mirror myself because it's just like second nature to wrap this yarn around my wrist. And I started doing this off camera, but I said, let me stop and show the process because I have to think, okay, so I'm going from the inside of my wrist and then behind, up on my palm, and then back through around my pointer, hold with my middle finger. Okay, so I've got that, and then, all right, I'm going to stick with the knife, I think, the knife hold. So I can see already that the yarn doesn't slide the same way it does on my other hand. It's just not as familiar. Okay, let me try doing a chain. Yeah, see, I'm not wanting to lift up. I'm wanting to hold on to this yarn and not let go between my thumb and middle finger. But I've got to get used to that. Okay, and then grab the yarn, twist my hook upside down. Yeah, so this whole tension and gauge thing, I remember this from learning myself, that you usually start off kind of tight with your tension, you know, or sometimes too loose, but it takes a while to get your tension to where it's usable. Woo! Okay, let's see what I've got here. All right, well, I'm not very unhappy with that. I definitely don't have my speed, and my stitches aren't as uniform as normal. There's a big one there in the middle. Some are big, some are small. But I think if I had to, I could practice this. So what I'm seeing already is maybe this wrap around my wrist might be too much. So I'm going to take that off. And now I just have my yarn just wrapped around this finger. Maybe I'll hold it here, let it kind of drape through my pinky too. Okay, so I'm showing you when I mean to figure out what way is comfortable for you to get your tension right. This is what I mean. I have to play around with it to get the right tautness, and you will too. And the way that you crochet today may not be the same way that you crochet next week or further down the line. So I guess what I'm trying to say is get used to playing around with the yarn and manipulating how you hold it, and do it in a way where you get results. What you're looking for is just to be able to have control of your work, okay? Be able to control that the loop that's on your hook is staying about the same size, and that you're able to move your hook, and that you can grab new yarn for your stitches when you yarn over or yarn under, which is which is this. So going left-handed here, I'm taking my hook towards my yarn, grabbing it, then I'm twisting it up and then towards me, and then motioning down with it as I go through the loop that was already on my hook. Okay, so I'm taking the hook and I'm pointing it towards my yarn, then I'm twisting that hook facing up and then towards me, and then finally down as I pull it through the previous loop. Okay, then once again take the hook, point it towards the yarn, pointing up, taking the yarn, hook it towards, point up, then towards me, finally down and through the loop. Okay, so looking at my chain there, again, not perfect, but I'm happy enough with it. I have a little bracelet here I can play with. Okay, so just to show you, yes, I have been crocheting for a good long while, but when I try to do it with the opposite hand, I feel like a beginner again. Okay, happy crocheting.